So this year you made the decision to go to the Netherlands and race some Dutch Masters for your first experience racing outside the UK, really.
Yeah.
First of all, how did you find it all? I'm sure it's quite a bit different to just racing in the UK.
Yeah, it's so much different, even from the likes of British Championship. The riders are just so much faster, and I did find it tough, but I did find that it will bring me on for the season coming.
And how did you find the tracks? Obviously Dutch, it's all very sandy, all very rough. Growing up here, we only really have Des and Martin and maybe Dan and Mana if you were young enough to ride it, but how much rougher and how much more difficult the tracks over there?
Yeah, it's a completely different roughness to what I'm used to. Like, it's just rides so much different, and it's just really bad.
And obviously the Dutch guys, they were all born in those tracks, so they all ride them well. What was the intensity like?
Yeah, you knew that they knew the tracks like a qualifying. It just took me a few laps to get onto it, and I was, like, there's some of the tracks I just didn't really gel with, but yeah, it was alright.
And every race, the first round it was a bit of a disaster because I think you had bike problems, but every round, obviously only 3 rounds, but every round you got better and better, and actually you got points at the last round, so that shows progress and it's making you a better rider.
Yeah, I didn't really have the best run of it as we thought, as the first round bike problems and qualifying, which meant I didn't qualify, and then I was put in the reserve list, and then second round I was suffering with wild bad sickness, and then third round was probably my best round. I scored points, and then but we still had more bike problems.
And obviously the Dutch Masters is over now, but I believe your experience racing abroad is going to continue. I think the plan are to do a few Dutch Nationals, which is just a little bit below a Dutch Masters, and maybe even an EMX in Netherlands. So you must be excited for that and to learn and improve, because riding those tracks I think will.
Yeah, well, we're planning on doing some of the Dutch Nationals, and then I think we're definitely doing Arnhem, the EMX 125s, and then we're going to do the World Championships, the Junior World Championships as well.
And what are your feelings before an EMX round? Obviously, I'm sure you watch it on TV every week. It'll probably be a wee bit strange for you racing with the best, some of the best in the world, really, and the best in Europe.
I don't really know what to expect, and there's no real pressure on me going into it as such. I don't really know what to expect. I'll just go out and try and give it a shot.
And how did you find being in the Dutch paddock? Obviously, it's all very normal for the Dutchies over there, but for you coming aside, and did you talk to any of the riders and maybe make a few friends out of it and get to know a few riders?
Yeah, I was sort of chatting a bit to your boy Freddie Bartlett. Me and him sort of get on well.
He's actually from Sweden as well.
Yeah, it's good to know some people out there.
And obviously Cole is a good friend of yours. Did you spend much time with him, and have you been able to put any bike time in with him and learn from him? And what do you make of him in EMX? He's obviously very, very fast, but maybe hasn't got the results yet to show it.
Cole's going well at the minute. Me and him run about a lot together at the races, and I just think it's good for us to be together at the racing, and yeah.
And this is your first year racing in Europe. What's the plans for next year and beyond? Maybe get even more races out there under your belt?
Yeah, hopefully this is just, we're sort of dipping our feet into it this year, and then next year we'll hopefully take a bigger stab at it, but we'll just see whenever that time comes.
And going ahead, the Arnhem EMX 125, that'll obviously be your debut. Are you going to have any expectations, or is it all just go there, learn? Obviously it's going to be a level up from the Dutch Masters again.
Just sort of go there, and I'll just give it my best shot, and if I qualify, I qualify, and if I don't, I don't, but we'll just keep working.
And obviously you're racing in England as well. How's your season going in England, and how do you find, you've obviously pretty much grew up racing in England, do you enjoy racing in England as well?
I definitely enjoy racing in England. I feel comfortable over in England now, and I've definitely got the speed to maybe finish a few podium positions in England. Just last time I've got a 6th in the first race, and then bike problems in the second race again. It's just bike problems at the minute, but I think we've got it sorted now this weekend, so hopefully bike problems out the window.
And obviously in the Netherlands it's all sand. A lot of the British tracks are sand as well. You're also championship today doing some hardpack. I think it's important to do hardpack too, because if you start to do a few EMX, you'll quickly realise the guys don't hang about in hardpack.
Yeah.
Do you like the hardpack conditions as well as sand?
I do like hardpack. I would say I'm faster on hardpack, but yeah, hardpack is good. Like.
And obviously 125 at the minute, probably on a 125 next year again, or is it still all up in the air?
Yeah, definitely on 125 next year.
And then obviously looking ahead, probably a few years down the line you'll be on a 250. Is that something you're looking forward to? And hopefully you'll maybe race outside the UK then as well, and this is just a building block for the future?
Yeah, well, my plan is to keep racing in the UK and maybe venture out till Europe again on the 250, but we'll just see what we're going like on the 250.
Perfect, thanks for your time, much appreciated.